Hi, I'm Alicia May, and this is Experience CTN, where we're going to learn more about CTN volunteers and producers who have supported community media over the past years. Today I'm here with Krista Maggard, who has been a community producer at CTN since 2015. Krista, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Alicia.
Yeah, thanks for coming. So tell me a little bit about yourself. Where did you go to school or university, and then what's your career? What do you do?
I went to school in Ohio at Ohio University, and I studied communications. Since graduating, I've had a lot of different jobs. I do a lot of social media, brand marketing, event planning, different things. I currently work for a nonprofit in Hawaii. It's a film festival, and I just am the director's assistant.
Very nice. Cool. So how did you hear about CTN?
I heard about CTN because I had an idea for a video I wanted to shoot, and I was looking for a space to shoot it in. I needed a really big space with a green screen, and I was just kind of wondering what the options locally were. And CTN came up on one of the searches, and I checked out your site, thought it sounded really neat. It's amazing what you guys offer, so I came and did the workshops and shot my first video.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the workshops. What workshops do you remember taking?
The first one I took was the studio workshop because I needed to use the studio. And then I took the editing workshop to edit the footage that I shot in the studio. And then I also did the remote class after that, just so I could do field work too.
Great. So for the viewers out there maybe watching who don't know what these workshops are about, can you just tell us a little bit of like your takeaways for each one of those workshops, or what you learned that was really informative?
Sure. In the studio workshop, you learned a lot about multi-camera shooting, how to use a crew to your advantage, how to light the scene, how to play things back while you're live, just different things like that. It was a really neat class. And the remote shoot class taught a lot about how to shoot on location, things you need, what to take with you, location releases, just different things that you might not even know that you need on a shoot. It's really neat because they offer what I consider would be an entry-level video class, but for free, and it's amazing.
Yeah, definitely. So you talked a little bit about this first video that you wanted to shoot, and it was really the reason you seeked out CTN. Mm-hmm. Tell me more about that video. What is it, and what was the idea behind it?
So the idea behind it, I spend a lot of time in Hawaii every year, and on the island I go to, they have a lot of altars, just out and about where they leave offerings, and the first time I visited one, I kind of thought, oh, this is so interesting. These people leave offerings as a form of prayer, and when I pray, I'm usually just in my bed at night. So I thought, oh, that's so interesting that we're all praying for the same type of things, but just in a different way. So I wanted to make a compilation of a lot of people from different religions praying as one long prayer to kind of show that we're all more alike than you might think.
Yeah, I love it. I think that is such a great idea for a promo, a PSA, a video. We actually have the video, so let's take a look at that.
Sure.
People call me a terrorist.
Holy roller, Jesus freak, or sanctified superstar.
Hawaiians are lazy and stupid.
People have called me Bin Laden, raghead, towelhead, other, sand nigger.
Jew just said with a nasty tone of voice.
That Buddhists are pacifists or belly button gazers.
Cow worshiper, monkey believers.
Of the West, the water, bring us clean water.
Lord, right now I ask that suicide would end in this nation, Father God, that depression would end in this nation,
Shalom Aleinu.
Amongst the world, God, of the world leaders, oh God, that you would cause them in whatever way you choose, Lord.
Wonderful, Krista. I love that video.
Thank you.
Yeah, what was it like producing that? I mean, I think I saw like 8 different people in that. How did you organize all this and make this happen?
Well, it was a little bit more than I expected it, a little bit more work than I expected it to be. I first had to go around to just every different church I could find and try to convince people to come pray on camera, which was pretty hard. It's such a private thing that people do, you know, not usually on camera or in front of people. So I really appreciate everyone who participated. So I went around to all the churches, found the people to be in it. Then, you know, we had to set up here in the studio, and I kind of did one big long day of shooting where I just had everyone come in back to back, and just one at a time we went through, and I kind of just let them pray. I didn't tell them what to pray for. I just kind of let them do it, and then I just took bits and pieces from everyone and put it together.
Wow, that's incredible. So it's such a great style, the black and white, the white background. Why did you choose to do that with this video?
I really like black and white film. I like that a lot, but I wanted it to be very, you know, I wanted everyone to look the same kind of, you know, I just wanted it to have that feel.
Yeah, and it definitely has that feel. Even though we're praying for different things, we're really all one, and we should love, accept, and inspire each other.
Right.
I think that's such a great message. So this video actually won an award. It
did,
won
yeah.
the 2016 Philo Festival of Media Arts. It won for a category, right? The public service announcement category. For religious.
Yep.
But then it also won something else that I think is the most exciting. Do you remember what it's called?
I do, but it's really long and I don't want to mess it up.
That's fine. So it's the George C. Stoney Community Activism Award. And I think we have some photos of you actually accepting that award that they will be throwing up on the screen. But what was that like, going to this award ceremony and then not only winning the award for the category, but then winning the award for literally the whole event? A community activism award is like the highest received recognition, I think, in our field in community media. What was that like for you?
I did not expect that at all. Did not expect that going there. It was really neat. It was such a cool night. And, you know, it was Halloween when we went, so everyone was really dressed up, and it was kind of like a big Halloween party, so it was really fun, and that just made it extra special.
Yeah, definitely. Knowing all of the work that goes into types of PSAs like this, do you think you'll do another one again, or do you have ideas for another one?
I do want to do some more, and I do have ideas. I'm working on some things, so hopefully you'll see them soon.
Yeah, I can't wait to see them. So tell me, what is your favorite production process? Maybe the pre-production, the production aspect, or do you like editing? Do you like the post-production aspect?
I like a little bit of everything. I really enjoy the creative process of pre-production. I don't necessarily enjoy all the planning that comes along with it, but the creative part I really like. In the production process, I love being behind the camera. You know, that's my favorite thing. In editing, I like it, but I can get really sucked into it. It could just take up days and days of my life. So
yeah, definitely. And over the years, I got to know you a little bit, and I knew that you studied communications, but then I also had you help out on one of my volunteer shows, and I remember I asked you, do you want to direct? And you were like, yeah, let's do it. I want to learn all of these new things. So you actually directed a few shows, and then started producing your own show, which was Head to Head. And we don't have a clip of that because you're not in it. And I really wanted to talk more about the content that you produced 100%. And I couldn't find a clip of you doing that because you were behind the scenes. So will you just tell everyone what's it like to direct a news show like that, or a game show, sorry?
It's really fun. It's really fast-paced, so you kind of have to be on your toes in the studio. It's just, you know, back and forth, switching the cameras, and really fun. Everyone has a great time.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun, and we still air it, and it's Head to Head. You worked with a ton of volunteers to produce that as well, right? We had camera people, and I don't even know, audio people, yeah. And Mark was the host?
Yep, Mark was the host, yeah.
Good, and very cool. So we also have a clip of your YouTube, which is fun. It's separate from Head to Head, but I really just want to highlight and showcase some of the fun videos that you do. So this is your YouTube channel, Veggierella, and it's just really fun videos. Let's take a look, and then we can talk about it.
Okay.
Wonderful. I love it. I love this little mashup that we created that has videos with nature. Where are those taken? Those nature
In my
videos?
backyard.
Wow.
Yeah, the groundhog and those birds, they're just in my backyard.
And why did you start feeding the groundhog, or why did you think to feed him? That's so cute.
Yeah, well, it started out, someone gave me a giant bag of bird food and I didn't know what to do with it, so I just put it in bowls out on the porch. But we have a lot of acres at our house, and we have deer, wild turkeys, bunnies, a groundhog like you saw, and just they all eat it, so we just leave it out there. You can look out the window anytime during the spring and summer, and you can just, sometimes there will literally be a deer and a bunny and a turkey all eating at the same time.
Wow, that's incredible, and so cool that you're so close to it as well. I've never seen a groundhog up close like that, so I was like blown away with how they have like human hands and they have like the little whiskers. It was adorable. So can we expect maybe some more nature animal videos from you?
Yeah, definitely this year I learned how to control the camera from inside my house so that he can't be scared. He's not afraid of me. So I will definitely be making more nature videos this year.
Very cool. And the Hawaiian videos, let's talk about that. Where is that sunrise?
So that sunrise is on top of Mauna Kea on the Big Island. It's really high. I'm not sure the elevation, but it's really, really high. So you have to go up to a certain point and you have to stop and acclimate for a half an hour.
Wow.
So most people, if you're going to get sick, you'll get sick there and they'll take you down in an ambulance. But we went to that point, I felt fine. So we went up and we got to the top and I just was not feeling okay.
Wow.
So I actually sat in the truck for a good half an hour before the sunrise, and I got out just to do that video and got back in because it was just too.
Wow. And what time did you have to be up there? I mean, it's the sunrise, right?
Oh, yeah, we started the journey up the mountain at like 3:30.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
In the morning, 3:30 in the morning. And then what time do you think it fully rose? Like maybe 5:30 or no?
It's probably more like 5.
Oh, okay. All right. And then did you get your...
5:30 maybe.
Yeah. Did you get back to balance, I guess you would say?
Oh, I was sick for like 3 days when we got down. Yeah.
Oh, so the altitude really does affect you that much. Wow, that's wild. And snorkeling in Hawaii is probably like the most amazing experience ever. I mean, can we expect more snorkeling videos, or what do you think?
Yeah, I really like snorkeling, so I hope I can make some more. Hopefully I can go to some more colorful corals. And
yeah, where was that one taken? Do you remember?
So that one was along the Kohala coast, and there is coral there, but it's been bleached.
Oh.
That's something that happens, coral bleaching. It's a problem with the oceans right now. So hopefully it comes back and it gets colorful again. We'll see.
Definitely. So as we're kind of talking about all your productions, what is your favorite aspect of being a producer? Do you prefer to be on air? Do you prefer to do the editing? I know we kind of already touched on this, but it was more about the production phases. Now I guess I want to know, what's your favorite aspect of the production?
I think my favorite is just being behind the camera. actually shooting it. That's my favorite.
That's your favorite? Yeah, good. That's my favorite too. As I sit here in the host chair, I do prefer to be behind the scenes. Do you have any favorite production memories from all of these amazing videos you've created and the videos you've worked with volunteers? Is there something that kind of sticks out?
I actually really like a shoot I went on with you downtown when we were shooting a woman who makes recycled clothes, and we went to this really cool shop and we just learned a lot about sewing that I love sewing, so it was one of my favorite shoots.
Yeah, so that was definitely in 2015, 2016 when we were producing Cash 22, and that was the show I was referring to as a volunteer. And yeah, we went to a tailor studio, I think it was like on 4th Street, and we interviewed the sewing artist, I guess, the tailor, and then we did like a mentor show, so we brought in a student who was learning how to be a sewer, tailor as well, and that was really cool. Remark Clothing.
It was really cool, yeah.
Is her company or her production line, and I think she's still very active with that. So.
Yeah, I saw her at the art fair.
And she's at the art fair now.
Yeah.
How cool is that? Wonderful. Nice. So why do you think people should support CTN?
I think people should support CTN because it offers a service to the community that most people wouldn't be able to get without going to take a college course. It offers it offers you the chance to learn a new skill that could potentially change your life. I mean, you could learn how to make a TV show. You could come here and practice being a weather person and go get a job at the Weather Channel. You know, you could just do so many different things, and it gives you that experience to put on your resume.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Krista, we're about to wrap up. I want to thank you for joining me on the show and learning more about your wide diversity of programming. I can't wait to see what you come up with next. And hopefully we'll have you back on here for another go when you win more regional or national or local awards.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for future episodes. In the meantime, why not come in and experience all we have to offer for yourself? Visit us online at a2gov.org/CTN. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at CTN Ann Arbor. And I want to thank our crew, Carter Sherline, Pamela Moher, Jason Broniak, Tim Nagai, Chloe Hill, Jamie Chu, and I'm your host, Alicia May. We'll see you next time on Experience CTN.